Hey y'all, it's your girl sometimes, your boy Charlotte Carolina, and we back with another one. Man, Amber Alert for this beautiful little girl. I think her mother is dead, and they think that was it her boyfriend or something?
Father.
No, her boyfriend, the mother's boyfriend.
But wasn't the baby's father?
Yeah. But I think it was the mother's boyfriend or whatever. I don't even know if it was her husband or what have you. But look out for her face. See her pretty little face on the screen, y'all. Look out for that, man. Because this is ridiculous, man. Every day, all the time. Same bullshit, yo. So let's go into this.
Alert issued for a missing one-year-old girl in Ansonia. Good afternoon, I'm Ben Goldman.
And I'm Jen Bernstein. Take a look at your screen right now. This is one-year-old Vanessa Morales. The little girl has been missing since Monday, according to authorities. Police were conducting a welfare check at the home where Morales lived on Myrtle Avenue, and that's where they found a woman dead inside of the home. Her death is being ruled a homicide.
Investigators have not officially released the identity of the woman found dead inside of that home, but the mayor of Ansonia has said as far as he knows, telling Fox 61 the girl's mother was the woman found dead. At this point, police have not given out any information as to where Vanessa Morales might be right now. Police say their main priority is bringing little Vanessa home safely. Again, if you're just joining us here, this is an Amber Alert in effect right now for this little one-year-old Vanessa Morales from Ansonia.
Well, joining us on the phone right now is Brian Foley. He is the Commissioner's Assistant with the Department of Emergency Services and Public Protection. Brian, can you hear us?
I can. Good evening.
Good evening. All right, so there was a silver alert for Vanessa issued yesterday with Ansonia Police. We're talking about that. Why an Amber Alert today, and what do you know about this case so far?
Well, that's obviously the question that's on everyone's mind is why was it a silver and then an amber now? First, let me say this. So the silver alert went out and the media in Connecticut did its job. Everybody covered the silver alert. And it doesn't just stop with media. Obviously, every police officer in the state has that silver, and the Ansonia police and the state police are digging deep into the case from the onset. But obviously today, more information came to light to the investigators in Ansonia. That information was provided to the Connecticut State Police. And then an Amber Alert was put out. Let me say this, Jen. An Amber Alert, I don't want to say it's a positive sign, but it's a sign that investigators believe that the child may be alive in these types of scenarios. If they didn't think the child was alive at this point, they would not put out an Amber Alert. So that's something that you can probably read into this type of scenario, that this is what they developed some more information. Obviously, they believe the child is at risk. They are investigating a homicide down there in Ansonia, but they have a lot of descriptive details now. And when they put this stuff out, the reason that it becomes an Amber is they believe they have a chance of finding the child alive, and they want the general public's help in doing so.
Brian, on a local scope, what changes for Ansonia police after this Amber Alert went out? And then on a larger scope, what changes on a statewide investigation as far as all police departments throughout Connecticut?
So, as you know, Ben, I've been there before where you get frustrated as you're investigating something. You want it to be an Amber Alert right away. And the problem is sometimes you can't meet the criteria of an Amber. And there's more legwork for the local police officers to do before it can become an Amber Alert, and questions they have to answer. And I kind of alluded to that before, whereabouts the child and such, and there's some avenues they have to cover. First, you have a collaboration now with the FBI, as you see as their hotline numbers out there, the Connecticut State Police, and Ansonia, who, by the way, is a larger police department and very good at investigating these types of things. But again, every police officer in the state has been looking for this now, but when it jumps to an Amber, now you got street signs, you got DOT workers, every FedEx, UPS worker out there driving around. They're looking. The investigators investigating this case believe that the child is alive, and they're begging for the public's help in bringing the child home safely.
Brian, there's very little information, though, about where Vanessa might be. Police have not named a suspect at all in the homicide either. What information have you all learned? Like sometimes with an Amber Alert, there's a car that's associated with looking for Vanessa Morales. Do you all have any information on that?
You know, a lot of times an Amber Alert will be held up in the middle of a car, or in some places. Let me say this thing. In Connecticut, the Amber Alert process is reviewed every 3 months. Every case is reviewed. And when you look at it, you don't see that in this case. Trust me when I say the homicide investigators know a lot more than has been provided provided on this Amber Alert thing. And the police officers are digging in, doing everything they can to find it. But they put out this information as that this is all that's typically digestible for the public health and find, and they're hoping a neighbor hears something or sees something, or someone sees this child at a store somewhere, or knows that something different going on at somebody's apartment or somebody's house, and they make a call to the police. So, they're not looking for a car at this point. Although police do things can change, and we figure they're fluid investigations. At this point, no car, just the child, very limited, but they're hoping somebody sees something. And look, at these things are not put out lightly, obviously. It's a very high threshold for Amber, and they want the kid to be found alive. And this is all they can put out.
Today's conference is to update the status of the investigation of the homicide and missing child case from 6.5 Myrtle Avenue from Monday, December 2nd. Today, an autopsy was performed at the Office of Chief Medical Examiner. Cause of death was listed as blunt force trauma, with the manner of death listed as a homicide. The victim's identity is currently being verified through fingerprints. The name will be released as soon as a positive identification is complete. Today, we issued an Amber Alert for Vanessa Morales. We are still following leads, and information obtained has led us to believe that an Amber Alert is necessary and an important tool in locating Vanessa to bring her home safely. As we have previously said, our number one priority is to find Vanessa. If she is somewhere safe, we are urging whoever she is with to please contact us. On behalf of Chief Cota, I would like to thank our partners at the Connecticut State Police, the FBI, the Derby Police Department, and the Stratford Police Departments for their invaluable assistance in our attempts to locate Vanessa. We will continue to follow every lead. No information is too small or insignificant. Anyone with information is asked to please contact the FBI at 203-503-5555, the Ansonia Police Department at 203-735-1885, on Facebook at Ansonia Police Department, or through our online tip, www.tip411.com. The tip line is from the FBI. That is being manned 24 hours a day. The information to the 203-503-5555 will be immediately dispersed to our law enforcement partners for follow-up. So that's the one line we suggest that you call if you do have information regarding the whereabouts of Vanessa. I'll open it up to any questions.
How's the father of Vanessa? Has he still been cooperating with you?
He has been cooperating. He's given us information. We're still following up on that also.
You were talking about how there needs to be specific criteria then in order for it to rise to the level of an enrollment. You were saying you need to have a person in mind, profession, vehicle description, destination. Can you just explain for us some of the details?
For an immediate Amber Alert, usually what happens is if you have a vehicle involved, a person involved, the destination they're going to, that's why the Amber Alert will go out immediately, because you have definitive reasons that you need it done. In this case, we had none of that. Our investigation started cold at the house. She was supposed to be in the house and she was not. So we started just backtracking through family members, relatives, and things like that. Information has been coming in every day, and we continue to want the information to come in. We've decided at this point, 3 days out, we are greatly concerned that she is safe, and she may be safe somewhere. And I said before, if she is, please just contact us so we can verify that. This is not about punishing someone who may have her. This is about getting her and making sure she's safe. We are not going to release any information as to where our leads are taking us at this point.
Have there been any searches around this area or elsewhere?
We have done multiple searches. We're not going to release the location of the searches at this time, but we have done multiple searches.
In terms of homicide, do you have any suspects involved in this?
We are pursuing every lead that we have, and we're not at this point ready to name any suspects.
There was a black Ford Focus towed from the front of her house today. What's the role of that car?
That is part of our investigation, and we're working with the state police to examine that for any possible evidence.
And what's the role of the Stratford and Derby?
Information obtained through different leads has led us to those towns. Derby has actually offered their entire detective bureau to us, and they've been here helping us. We had a lead in Stratford today. Without giving it too much more information, Stratford was invaluable helping us track that down.
Are you able to confirm the statements back to the women that were found during that home? Is the mother of Morales?
We are not going to confirm that out of respect for the family. We want to be 100% sure. We don't want to give a name and then have it be not the person. So that's why we have not identified who the victim is.
Did you just saved her life as the family in the area where she would be going?
There are multiple family members that I'm sure would be more than willing to help her. They've contacted us on a regular basis. They've gone out on their own on social media to try to get her their information out to have her found. So yes, we are confident that we have family members that she can be placed with.
Do you have any reason to believe she would be out of the state or from the state?
We have no indication that she has left the state. That is not out of the realm of possibilities, but we have no definitive information regarding that.
And if are you still unaware what she might have been wearing?
We unfortunately we have no leads as to what she was wearing.
In terms of when the child was last seen, there's a prescription report saying Thursday, Friday, or Monday.
We can say that we have definitively put her seen on Friday, and we're following leads after that, but we're still working on that.
Then can you talk about, I was told that a relative might have been taken into custody in the last 24 hours in the city of New Haven. If that's true, and is it connected to
We have no information on that.
You said blunt force,
Blunt force trauma is what we'll release at this point, as not to compromise the investigation. That's what the medical examiner has ruled it as, and they have listed it as homicide. Excuse me, sir? Yes, no, I understand what you're saying. Right now, we're not releasing the information in regards to that. We have great concern, being 1 year old, that no one has seen her for several days, completely dependent on everyone else. We want to make sure if she is with someone that she's fine. That's what our focus is.
If you don't have role in the investigation, I mean, do you have a sense of, can you give us a timeline as far as, you know if there were any issues that this woman, that the baby was supposed to be in her care, do you have any timeline of what she was doing prior to the last time she was seen, or when the last time she was seen?
I can tell you that in regards to the location in Ansonia, we've had no indications or no calls for service there, going back as far as we can check. And that's pretty much what we have at this point.
Any chance to review any surveillance video?
We are currently working that. The state police has been very helpful with that. We have the FBI in. They're doing multiple focus on the missing child and any video that we may find.
What's the way in the process of identifying victim that you happen to this chief state's medical?
The delay is just getting the fingerprints compared. We want to be 100% sure.
Is there a DNA testing going on?
Well, I don't believe it's fingerprinting. Fingerprinting is the quickest way to do it. You get a fingerprint, you have an examiner look at it compared to known fingerprints of who we believe the victim is, and that will give us our positive identification.
You also had said that you were processing evidence from the home that could potentially lead to investigation. Any further detail about that?
Just evidence gleaned from the search warrants that the state police did for us. There was different items removed from the home that gave us indications of the homicide, and that's being examined, and we're hoping that'll lead us to a successful conclusion and an arrest in this case.
Meaning like a potential object?
We're not going to get into exactly what it is. There's multiple things that we're looking at, though.
Any drugs or cash found in the house?
No.
I need the community stepping up now that they see this as a 1-year-old household.
Community has been, right from the very beginning, our community has been very good. We've been receiving tips. We get people that call us all the time. So we urge people to continue to do that. As I said, there is no information that is too insignificant. We are dealing with a 1-year-old child. We want to stress how important it is that if you think you saw something, see something, say something. If you think you have information, please give it to us.
And anonymity can be preserved.
Anonymity can be absolutely preserved.
How about in terms of yesterday when the shoot from the second welfare check and then the entry into the home? Can you talk a little bit about what prompted police to go in at that point as opposed to the one?
Yeah, well, without giving away too much information, it was some things that the police officers saw kind of just raised their suspicion that, this is the second time we're here. No one's seen the person we're looking for, and let's, maybe we should just go in and look just to make sure. So
in terms of the relatives on social media saying tomorrow they're planning to gather at the police department at 8 a.m.
we have spoken with that relative. We encourage them to continue their social media presence. We've discouraged them from coming and doing a search. We have had officers, detectives, members of the FBI, members of the Connecticut State Police up and down in those neighborhoods talking to people and re-talking to those people. We would strongly encourage residents not to take up their own search while we understand they want to help in some way. Walking through the neighborhood into people's yards is not the best way to do it. The best way to do it is keep your eyes out, keep a social media presence, and inform us of any information that you may have.
Having a visit on a welfare check, you are somewhat limited, so it's not completely unusual to leave. If you don't see something that's blatant, if you don't see something that's really obvious, you're kind of restricted. You can't just
welfare checks are a very generic call. We get them more often than not, and it's sometimes you knock on a door and the person went out and they didn't think they were supposed to be going out. So it's one of those. It can be very innocuous at times. Yes, bringing in our partners from the FBI, from the state police. We've basically outgrown our police department, so we needed a bigger area to stage everybody. So we're using that as just a command post to get people in and out so that they can go on the tasks that we have for them.
Maybe I can say the FBI, the agency in charge of the missing person part of this?
We are still the agency in charge of the missing person. The FBI has teamed with us, and we are working very closely with them. They have tremendous resources that they've given us. They've told us that whatever we need, they are more than willing, with technology and manpower-wise, to come down and give us, and that's what they've basically done for us so far. So it's exponentially increased our presence and our ability to follow up faster than we would normally have.
There are reports this woman was beaten so badly that hampered the identification. Is that true?
We are not going to release any information as a condition of the victim at this time, Mike.
Is there any threat to the public?
We believe this is an isolated incident, not a random accident. Anything else, folks?
The father, is he a suspect or is he?
We are not releasing any information as suspect at this time. I will tell you that I think we're going to try and do a press thing once a day just to kind of keep everybody in the loop. I know I've been getting a lot of phone calls. I try to keep up with you guys, but there's way more of you than me. So I think we're going to try to do 5 o'clock every day. If that changes, I will send out my press blast to you guys. If you are not on my press blast, please come see me. I'll have you write it on this piece of paper, and I'll get you on my press stream. Okay? Thank you, folks.
Thank you.
Jen and Ben, we're in a very busy spot the last couple of days here in Derby, right at Derby Avenue and New Haven Avenue, where they meet Bridge Street to head over toward Route 8 and Shelton. This has indeed been a hot spot for a couple of days. At about noontime on Friday, State Police K-9 searching the woods above the parking lot next to Derby's St. Michael's Church for evidence in connection to the hunt for missing Ansonia 1-year-old Vanessa Morales.
We are concerned very much of how this happened and who could have done something very, very crazy to a 1-year-old.
Today's K-9 search very close to the 2 clothing donation bins that investigators combed through on Thursday.
I have a 1-year-old myself, and the baby's only 2 months older than my daughter. Only imagine if it was your child out there in the cold.
His uncle, Jose Morales, who was questioned by investigators in connection to the homicide of his girlfriend, Christine Holloway, and the disappearance of their 1-year-old daughter, was arrested this week by New Haven police on unrelated weapons charges. New Haven says he was in possession of 2 stun guns, which is illegal for him because Morales is a convicted felon.
She is still missing.
Family, friends, and strangers looking to help, handing out flyers with baby Vanessa's pictures all morning in Ansonia and Derby.
We have a 1.5-year-old Ariana, and God forbid somebody ever took her, that would break our hearts.
And he delivered a stern message to whomever has this child.
I don't care, but you don't have to go to the police, you don't have to go anywhere, you just gotta drop her at a hospital, anything, or hit us up on Facebook. One of us will come out and get the child.